Right, Gemini's Lion's Gate portal reading for you, my friends. I'm also a Gemini, born in the middle of the night. The compassionate ones, Gemini. If you've been facing hard times, I know a lot of you have been, get prepared. This month is going to be special. I've already got indications from the universe that something special is awaited for you. Let's see. Messages from this universe. Maybe some messages for Gemini. Okay, one. Interesting. Page of Cups. Messages for Gemini. Okay. So a lot of us have been looking at our desires. The Page of Cups. Cups is a lot about desires and feelings and things that we want. Love as well. But over here, if you would see, the Page of Cups is looking at a cup with a fish that's looking back at it. So in a way, if you are willing to keep your desires real, if you're willing to keep your expectations and hopes real, there's quite a chance of it becoming a reality now. All that is expected is keep your ideas real. Get in touch with reality. If you have been living in the dream world, which a lot of Geminis are living in dream world most of the time, now is the time to come back to reality and look at your hopes, dreams, things that you want to achieve objectively. Okay? Not just with the dreamy eyes and I hope that happens. But objectively, in reality. With the Knight of Pentacles, it means good opportunities, swiftness, money will find its way to you. Okay, prosperity is coming. If prosperity is what you've been waiting for, this being stuck, feeling of being stuck, and looking at your desires from maybe like this fish in the cup with a whale of water, not able to get through. Soon, all of that is about to change. In this month, a lot of that is about to change. The Knight of Pentacles brings good news with gusto, with energy, and he's looking at the horizon as well through like things that the money, the prosperity can accomplish for this person or for the Geminis. We are also looking at a comfortable position. I mean, a lot of us have been struggling with resources, with money, with things that we wanted to achieve or hope that we got by now. All of that is coming. If you've been disheartened so far, take heart. Things are coming. Good times are coming for you. A lot of comfort, a lot of holding on to your resources, holding on to what you've been trying to build. A lot of that is coming. The Hanged Man, if you would see, the man is upside down, but enlightened, sort of, with a halo around his head. This card is of enlightenment, and a lot of people who are born as Geminis do feel a little caught in this world with the level of intelligence that they have. The Hangman is an intelligent, enlightened person who is in a dire situation. But the Hangman has also got this knowledge that nothing can actually harm him. The idea over here is, if you imagine yourself walking a tightrope, it's a tricky situation. It's a very tricky situation. You can fall down anytime. But as long as you're able to keep your goal to the end of the pole, like the end of the tightrope, as long as you can see the end of the tightrope and are willing to walk over the distance, victory is yours. It's coming full force. Okay. Some of us have also been feeling stuck and been wanting to travel and move around. Ways for that will open too. A lot of us may have been getting messages now to travel and to see and to do things, and people bringing you ideas or people bringing you options, sending you messages, calls. Just even if you haven't, just let that idea out there. Just let it out there, and it is going to manifest. Okay, this is the time. This is the time. If you haven't done so right till now, do it now. Do it before the 12th of August. Get it done. Then there's the death card. People may see it as not a very positive card, but death generally means the death of the ego or death of a personality. Geminis, we are capable of carrying multiple personalities, not as a disorder, but just as a way to please people. This is how you see me, okay, this is how I'll be for you. Maybe the time for that is changing. Death also means transformation. We build cocoons around ourselves and let people assume whoever they want to see us as. And we start abiding by those ideas too a lot, although not comfortable in it. So it's about time to break out. It's about time to become who you really are in terms of achieving your true potential, putting that maximum effort, when you're climbing a mountain. I love the analogy of climbing a mountain. When you're climbing a mountain and you've just reached here, the peak is around there, okay? This is the time when you feel like giving up the most. Though you can see the end there, but you're already so tired of climbing the mountain so far that you're, come on, not more. I wish I had reached there by now. But then remember, it's just this much effort left, this much. You've already covered the major part of the mountain. Just this much, maybe the last push. But then that last push will allow you to break free, to break through. Though it'll mean a major transformation, but like the way the butterfly has to struggle to get out of the cocoon, any insect or any thing that is leaving its old skin has to really put an effort to come out of the old skin. That's the kind of effort that is required. And if you're not willing to do that, the death card also means that life will do that for you. And if life does that for you, it'll be even more painful. Okay? So be willing to give that push and get out of that cocoon of yours and become that butterfly or that dragon or that lion or I don't know, whatever you feel your inner self is, become that. It's about time. It's about time. And that's a message to myself as well. That's why I'm putting myself in front of you. As a Gemini too, this is me pushing myself. Yep, since we are on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell icon. It helps me bring you more content. There's a lot of stuff that I'll be bringing to you over the next few weeks. But let's see, before we get there, if there's any messages from the beyond. Let me call these cards the beyond cards. Any messages for Gemini from the beyond? Okay, we have the Hermit. Now the Hermit is a very special card. It's similar to the Pope or the Hierophant. But over here the Hermit is more of a person who's willing to look inwards. Willing to look inwards means willing to learn from one's own experiences. We have experienced a lot in the last couple of years. And if we are not willing to learn from those experiences, the cycle will repeat. So, my dear Geminis, my humble suggestion, my humble request to you is focus a little harmony in your relationships, because wanting things only our way can lead to trouble. We are compassionate, we are listeners, but at the same time, we are also wary of the past experiences and we don't want to fall on the same patterns again. So, it's a work on our inner self as well. There's a little self inquiry, a little introspection that is required. Contemplation on oneself and one's actions and other people's reactions to them. Wisdom. You have the wisdom, use that wisdom for yourself. Stick to the truth, because lies don't work for us. We are communicators, but that doesn't mean we need to lie. Lies may work for a little short while, but they will not work in the long run. And it doesn't leave a good psyche, effect on our psyche. Since we don't like to be lied to, maybe it's also a good practice to not lie as often or as easily as we can. Okay, for me it's become a thing now for a long time, 10 plus years now, that stick to the truth, stick to the truth, stick to the truth. So bring your own truth out. Not, if not necessarily for the world, but for yourself. Introspection. You cannot lie to yourself. If you lie to yourself, it's gonna put you in a mess big time. Be willing to seek answers from within and spend some time alone. As communicators, it's very easy for us to be distracted by everybody else and give them what they need to feel happy. But sometimes we also need to give ourselves some time so that we can ask ourselves, what really makes me happy? How can I, when I'm truly happy, how well do I share this happiness with others? Otherwise, sharing happiness becomes a drain. So instead of that, take some time alone, seek some time alone, seek some independence from people. Don't be totally emotionally dependent on people. Seeking validation may not work at this time. You only need to seek validation from yourself, and use a little conscientiousness to put in the right effort for yourself and to bring in the best, because when you bring out the best in yourself, you know how well do you impact others around, right? So any more messages from beyond for the Geminis? Let's take this card too. Wow. High Priestess there in the previous two readings. High Priestess over here too. Now, High Priestess a lot of times is also the woman of the most important woman in your life. There may be decisions coming in that way. It also means that your intuitive powers will be very strong. Some sacred knowledge may be imparted on to you. You may learn some new meditation methods, manifestation methods to control and calm yourself down and focus. So be prepared for some secrets to be revealed to you. Not every secret has to be shocking. Some secrets are for personal development. And here it also says the power of the subconscious mind. If we have been ignoring our spiritual dimension, it does not work for the Gemini at all. The other self that we have is the spiritual self a lot of times. And if you're not in that touch with that spiritual self, it will not allow you to go very far. Keep your morals high, keep your purity high. It's good time. Don't let it go to waste. More messages for the Gemini. The Sun. Keep your hopes up. Everything's gonna work out just fine. Keep your mind more on the positive side, less on the negative side, because right now, wherever you focus your energies on, whatever ideas you focus your energies on, they will flourish. So do not, for your own sake, do not focus on the negative energies and the negative ideas. If there is conflict or issues, Be willing to move away from danger. It may also mean that, okay, you're moving away to greener pastures with the skills and people that you know. This is the Six of Swords. Uh, it means transition, change, death card, so change inevitable, no problem, nothing to leave to chance over there. It also means leaving behind. So you may be leaving behind some old ideas, you may be leaving behind some people, you may be leaving behind people as well, like who have been hurting you in a while, in the recent past. Releasing baggage, the people who have been holding you down, the things that have been holding you down, the emotions that have been weighing you down. Leave those emotions behind. About time, and moving on. Be willing to move on from things. This is a message to myself as well. Be willing to move on from things. If those things don't serve you, if they're weighing you down, then be willing to leave those things behind. Whatever it may be. Some bad habits, maybe some bad company, maybe bad thoughts, maybe depressive attitudes, maybe getting lost in doubts. Move on from all of that. About time. Also, Five of Pentacles. So Five of Pentacles is again poverty in terms of attitude, the willingness to give and share. It also may mean financial loss if you're not willing to put in, use your money wisely. If you're, let go of it easily, it will go away. It also means loss and isolation at times. So instead of making it as a loss and isolation, make that into an inward reflection. Okay. Here I would bring out the Hermit. This message we already have. Look inward. There may be some things that you can improve, that you can change, that would improve your life situation immensely. And if you haven't so far, now is the time. Now is the time. Whatever changes you want to make. You want to start yoga, you want to do exercises, you want to do that course, you want to be good to that person, you want to move on from a person. You haven't been sharing your bounty with people. Be willing to share a little bit. Miserly attitudes will not work. If you are miserly, then people will be miserly towards you too. So, see what kind of trade-off are you willing to make. Right, Gemini, good times coming. Okay, prepare. Be realistic. Put down your goals. If there is not harmony in your relationships, try and focus on bringing harmony into your relationships. It'll remove your mind from that side, or at least remove your mind from that side. If it's something that is not working, let it go. If it's meant to work, it could have worked by now. Make choices that align to your highest values. Okay, that's also what the Hermit says, because you've learned a lot. Your values are high, but then whatever you're doing, or whoever you're interacting with, spending your energy and time with, does that align to your highest values? Reflect on that a little bit. Maybe it'll help you. Also, be willing to have an open-hearted conversation with the people that matter to you. Be expressive. But then don't be an emotional dumper. Don't dump everything. But be expressive. Like, okay, see the people who actually want to listen to you. Don't open up to everyone. Don't start spilling out your innermost self to everyone. Only to the people who are willing to receive it. And you know there are a few. So be willing to share your feelings and deepest desires with those people. Maybe there's people who can help you go up or go in that direction. Be realistic. Try to put it out. You gotta break out of your shell. So to break out of your shell, sometimes you need to express. Nobody can read your mind. Nobody can read nobody's mind. Even if they do, they cannot read it completely. That's why expression, it's a superpower. be willing to express. Okay? And be willing to break out of your shell. A lot is in store for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment if you like. If you would like a personal reading, I'm available. My contact details are there in the description. You can even just leave a comment and I will get in touch with you. In case you have some deep question that you cannot ask anyone, you can ask me. Have a good one, Gemini. May the Lionsgate portal bring you everything that is good for you. Have a good one.